Yo guys, what's up? It's Inflexxius. Today we're playing Jax versus Garen top. So I want to go ward the enemy blue buff here, that way we can know which side of the map Viego is starting and that lets us track him a bit better, right? So I want to sneak in here, get a ward into the bush, but Garen's waiting for us in that bush there. So we're gonna E and we're gonna walk away because we don't want to tank his E and we don't want to fight him in his conquer, right? So I'm just gonna walk directly away from him, but Viego's waiting for us, so that's not great. So we're going to flee towards our jungle here. Talia's coming in from mid lane, so maybe we can turn on the Garen here. We hit him with the grasp and we just walk with him until our E comes back, and that way we can secure the stun. We land this auto and the stun there, and I could probably have gone for another auto, but I got a bit scared and I decided to just back out. And I'm just going to recall. I'll have to TP back to lane here because otherwise I'm going to lose XP, right? And that is not great, so we're just going to rather lose our TP here. And we obviously can't go back to lane in this state, we'll be at 1 HP, right? So that's not great either, so we're just going to TP back to lane here. And it doesn't look like Garen actually recalled. So one of two things is going to happen here. Either he's going to TP back to lane here, or we are going to zone him out of XP. And there he is, he's just sitting there healing up from his passive, I guess, right? So we're just going to stand here and zone him out of XP. We're going to make sure he loses some of these first melee creeps. So there we go, he loses 2, and I want to step back here because I assume he's going to recall here, but he doesn't actually. So he probably got that last XP there, but that's fine. We still denied him at 2 minions of XP there. So he's going to hit level 2 very late here, so we can come in here, trade on him here. One more auto, and we'll just stand here a little bit, force him to back off, try to zone him out of XP. We'll land another grasp auto on him, but now his conqueror is fully stacked, so we don't want to mess with him, right? So after we land the grasp auto, we back off. We're about to hit level 2 here though, so if Garen doesn't respect, we can jump on his head here and go for the level 2 trade. One more auto, and we're going to back out here. And that should force him to recall. Talon is looking to dive here if Garen stays, which he does, so we managed to land a Q auto onto him, and now he's 1 HP, and Talon just flashes in, I think he flashed in, and just finishes him off. Good stuff, dude. Now we need to try to get this wave in before Garen gets back in time to stop us here. There we go, we shove it. And he looks like he wants to try to freeze it, so we're going to try to prevent him from doing that. But the next wave is very close, so now it's kind of awkward. But we still do have a big main lead here, and we still do have a big level lead. We still have Biscuit, and we have Health Potion, which we pop right here. He Qs us. I should have eaten it, that's my bad. He's going to extend the trade there. Until his E wears off, I'm going to back out. At this point, we can go for a quick trade on him here because his abilities are on cooldown. Ours just came up, so we had like a 2-second opening there. And he can't actually walk up here. We're just going to walk at him. He tries to flash on us here, but we buffer our W and we just take him out. And we survive with 14 HP, dude. Good stuff. Really good start for the lane for us. Unfortunately, the same could not be said for Talia. She's already 0-2 at 3 minutes. That is a bit unfortunate, but it is fine. So I'm going to go a glowing moat and a longsword and refillable here because I really want to get my Sheen, right? Sheen in this matchup is really nice because versus Garen, you want to be using your grasp to keep trades short, right? So you want to basically bonk Garen with W and Sheen. Once you get Sheen right, you bonk him with W and Sheen and grasp, and then you can Q out if he starts spinning on you, right? And then you get a bunch of burst damage on him, and he doesn't get to get more than a few ticks of his E off. And generally that's how you want to play the matchup. And obviously Sheen is a lot better for that, right? Because it'll give us more burst on that W. However, we might not necessarily play like that. We'll have to see. We might not necessarily play like that here because we got such a strong lead early, right? We might be able to play a little bit more aggressively is what I mean to say. But generally speaking, you want to play like that if you're even with Garen, right? Keep the trades short and just basically wear him down. Every time he walks up for a CS, you just bonk him with a W and then you leap out if you need to. And you also want to be Eing his Qs if you can. I'm pretty bad at doing that for some reason, but yeah. So we're just pushing the wave back here, and Echo is just freaking destroying Attilia. It's a bit awkward, but it is fine, it is fine. Now we have a 2-level lead on this Garen, so I'm willing to just jump on him here. Usually I don't like queuing onto Garen. Usually I prefer to start the trade in melee range when he walks up for CS. There we can go for another trade on him because his abilities run cooldown and we can just chunk him there for free. But yeah, generally speaking, I prefer to wait until Garen walks up, and then I will start the trade in melee range. However, we are so far ahead of this Garen. We had a 2-level lead on him, right? That I'm willing to just jump on his head there, right? So we crashed the wave, not really much to do, so we might as well look to see if we can find an opportunity in the enemy jungle. So let's try to jump on this Viego here, and Viego flashes, and that was just a horrid flash by me. Like, I don't know, I had an instinct to flash there, and then I just did it, and then I don't know. Don't ask. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Flash went on cooldown for no reason. It bugged out. Don't think about it. So we walk back to lane here. And we just want to sack our grasp a little bit. Bonk with the W. And there he lands another Q on me. I should have eat it. But here his E is on cooldown, right? We wait for his W to wear off. And then we jump on him here. And we can actually just keep trading on him here. Just auto attack one more, auto attack again, and he's down. He overextended the trade there after his W wore off, right? We still had our E, and you can really mess Garen up if his W is on cooldown and your E is up. Now we're just going to recall here because the wave is pushing towards us, and trying to shove this wave out is going to be pretty awkward because the next wave is really close, and that is a sizable wave. So it would just be better, in my opinion, to just recall here, let the wave push towards us. But yeah, Garen W has a longer cooldown than Jack's E, right? So you will find openings if the Garen isn't careful about it, isn't watching out for it, to use your E when Garen's W is on cooldown. And if you can ever get an E trade on him when his W is on cooldown, you can really mess him up. Also, Talon just kind of loses it there. He just spams in chat a bit. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So we'll come back in lane here. We'll be able to set up a freeze, possibly. Jump on his head. Again, he Qs me without me Eing it. I'm so bad at it for no reason, by the way. I do not know why. But in any case, we're going to auto-attack minions here to thin the wave. Now, this matchup only really becomes challenging, really challenging after 6, right? So, but we have gotten such a lead at this point that I don't think, you know, even if once he hits 6, we're still in a really good spot, right? Now, right there we were just zoning him out of XP, right? We had a free setup, so we just walked at the Garen and just denied him from walking up, right? Kept him out of XP range, and he lost, like, minion. He's losing XP here right now, right? But also he was losing XP while he was in lane because we were just walking him away out of the minions. Now we see Garen making a mid play here, which is really sad. It's really sad that Garen gets the freaking mid play off here because it's such a beautiful freeze. But at this point, Garen isn't supposed to be a very good ganker. But yeah, I'm just going to shove the wave here. Maybe we can get something here, but I don't know. Oh, we got a shutdown mid lane though. That's really nice. But yeah, I'm just gonna shove the wave out here because I'll be honest, it's just kind of a tough situation because if my team is going to, you know, start losing fights like that, it's really awkward. But when Garen just roams, right? But maybe we can take a plate here, and we do manage to get a plate. We managed to get a plate without demolish there. That's really nice. And the wave is now bouncing back towards us again. So we can, you know, continue with our game plan here. I tried to W him, but my spacing was off, / I got creep blocked, so sad. But it's fine. Wave is pushing towards us, and we will just farm it. We have our grasp, so if we can W him, we would like to. And here I land the W, and then I E his Q, but he ends up Qing a minion anyway, so it doesn't even matter, so I guess. Now he's gonna walk up for this cannon, obviously, right? Now, I miss space there, so I don't get to... I miss position there. I wasn't in position to W him when he goes for the cannon. So I end up just queuing onto him to get the W anyway. But I should have been more careful about it. Now we land the W there and the E. So now Talon looks for the dive here, and we can just walk at him here and just bonk him. And we just secure the kill there. We don't even need the Talon. Now we're just going to recall here. We're out of mana. We cannot shove this wave, right? So we're just going to freaking recall here. We can sell our refillable for the Triforce. But we just do not have the mana to shove that wave out / take another plate, you know? Now Garen does TP back. We will use our own TP to not let him crash the wave himself.
But the rest of the world won't follow. Not on my watch.
Now at this point, I don't really want to be freezing on the Garen anymore. I kind of want to be accelerating myself, right? This Garen is pretty much out of the game already, so now I want to focus on getting as much gold as possible rather than denying the Garen gold. So we're gonna hard shove the wave here, and maybe we can take some plates. We have the demolish, we have the Triforce, right? So Garen starts spinning on the wave here, which is correct. We won't do enough damage to us to force us off. We're going to ward hop away here. We land a bit of damage on the Garen. We force his W. Not bad. And Garen's so far from his item, right? He's got boots and then a ruby crystal and a glowing mote, like, versus our Triforce, right? So we are so far ahead of him. I'm gonna come down here, get the honey fruit, just to heal up a bit. Get some mana, regenerate the bit of health that we were missing. And right now I'm looking to take that tower, right? We're just gonna shove another wave here. And Garen's just kind of holding the wave. Now, I kind of want to run mid lane here to try to cover my Talia. But, Echo already got her, so sucks. Maybe I can go to mid lane here and catch the Echo. But he just backs off. There might be vision around here somewhere, so I'm just going to check this bush. And yeah, there's a pink here, so I'm going to grab that and then go back to top lane here.
Felt lost before.
Continue playing for that tower. I considered going back for the Echo for a second, but there's no point. Like, there's no way for me to kill him, right? If he sees me coming, then, and he's just in the middle of the lane, he just gets to throw a Q and he can walk away, right? Or just E away, right? It's just not possible. Now, I want to try to push this tower in before Garen came back to lane, but he was already in lane. I didn't think he'd be in the bush, right? So we can just mess with the Garen here a bit. Tried to W him there, but no such luck, sad. So we're just going to shove this wave here. He has no W, so he needs to be a little bit more respectful. And we're just going to force the tower here. We have demolished, so we can just do this. And now we'll see if we can get the Garen here. So we just start beating on him. He silences us, and he flashes. I'm going to check this bush here in case he's running downwards, so we can flash Q onto him maybe. But no, he's out of vision. That's fine. We will just shove this wave here.
Test their metal against my fire.
Now we're floating a lot of gold, so I want to recall here and spend that, right? And there seems to be some shenanigans going on bot lane between our tier 1 and 2 towers down there. I can't help the Talon there. I have no mana, I can't, so I need to just recall. Alright, so I'm going to go down bot lane here because they're, like I said, they're in between our towers, right? We can possibly get something done here. Because the enemy team, they just keep going, and we get a shutdown on the Nautilus. The Nautilus had a shutdown, by the way. Whoa. We see Viego over here. We can try to cut him off. And we're going to try to flash onto him. Ah, okay, Viego had flash, sad. Actually, we might be able to get the Corki here. If we just chase after him. If he doesn't have W, I don't even think he has mana for W, even if he had it. So we can just ward hop here. And nice, Seraphine lands the ult. Okay, so Talon is top lane to defend the tower, right? So he's collecting that wave and he's defending the plates, right? So I am actually going to sit down here and wait for the enemy team to try to make a play on our bot lane, right? Our bot lane will be able to collect plates here, and I'm expecting either the Echo to come down from mid lane to try to gank our bot lane, maybe? Or maybe Viego comes in to defend the tower. But what comes in is Nautilus, and that's really disappointing because we cannot kill this thing, right? Look at that health, right? Look at that health, look at those items. He's just so tanky, right? And he's kind of just one-shotting my Jhin, actually. He turns on them here and tries to go for them. I think I actually have to jump in here, otherwise they might just freaking die, dude. Like, scary stuff. Like, this is a very scary Nautilus. At this point, this play is over, right? And we see a TP coming in here, and I'm feeling maybe we can do this, actually. But there's a pink in here, so they see us, right? And we lose our Jhin, so okay, let's get out of here. I'm no longer interested in this. Oh, we're just eating Corki rockets, but like, we just gotta get out of here. And Nautilus is here, right? He lands the hook on me. And you know what? He's engaged into my mid-range here. Maybe I can take him out, and I do manage to get him, but the Echo just one-shots me there, sad. Corki gets the Talia. Maybe Seraphine can get out here. Yeah, she looks out. Actually, no, she doesn't. She freaking gets got it. Oh, no. Talon goes in. Maybe he can get the Corki? Yeah, he does. Okay, huge. Okay, and he's freaking dead. So here I ran mid after respawning because there was no one else to catch the mid wave. Now I want to run top lane here, but there's an Echo waiting for me in the bush. He uses his W, but I think I can get one more W off before his W comes down. But I clearly didn't have enough time, so that's my bad. And Nautilus is then right there in prime position to hook me on the Echo stun. Say no to the FF vote. So we respawn, we will run bot lane to defend the tower there because Corki was pushing. And there's no one else here to defend, right? So we have a wave here that we can just catch. So we want to shove this wave in. However, unfortunately, I did not respect that the enemy team could be in our jungle. And so Garen pops in from our jungle here along with Viego and Nautilus. And we're going to block Garen's stun here. leap onto the Nautilus, try to escape up northwards, but Nautilus is just going to root me and hook me, and then I'm just going to try to leap out to this ward here, but I'm silenced so I can't flash, and then Viego ults me, and then I flash, but Garen already started his ultimate. So I had to run mid immediately as soon as I rezzed, because they're pushing on our tier 3 tower here, so I want to mess with them a little bit, buy some time. I leap out, but Echo placed a really good W and manages to catch me in it, so that's my bad. Trying to get out here, I ward hop away, we get to Viego's flash. Echo tries to get to Talia, but Echo has to end up ulting backwards. And maybe I can try to combo, set something up for my team here, but I get hit by the Nautilus ult, and I just didn't track that the Nautilus still had ult, so that's my bad. But we do manage to go 1-for-1 this time, and we parry another freaking surrender vote here, and that's it for the int montage now. So, 4 deaths in a row, not ideal, but we'll see what we can get done still. So, Corki comes in here, makes a play in our Jhin, and just freaking gets him, unfortunately. Now, I want to run top lane here, because I want to get this wave shoved out, right? It is slow pushing towards us, and I do not want a massive stacked wave on our top lane tower when the enemy team is pushing, right? That's really not ideal. So I want to come up here and shove it out. So we can maybe look for a play on this Echo here. Block his E with our E, backstep his W, jump on him here, and maybe we can burst him here. No such luck. Okay, and he manages to ult sad. Fair enough. Okay, so now he's just gonna stay back. We have no chance of killing him anymore, right? So we're just going to focus on shoving this wave, and then we're going to recall and try to repel that push on the enemy team is doing in our base there. So I'm just going to recall immediately. And there's actually a Jhin trap back there, so maybe we can TP behind them and look for a play there.
Inhibitor has been destroyed.
TP in by our Ruby Crystal. Nautilus is waiting for us on here, right? We're immediately going to press our E to block Nautilus passive. Jump on the Garen here. And I'm going to beat on the Garen a little bit, but I'm actually going to switch target onto the Nautilus right here. The Nautilus and the Corki. So Corki flees, but we still have the Nautilus here in the stun, so we managed to get the Nautilus. And Jhin is ulting them, right? He's slowing them quite aggressively here. And he manages to land a really nice shot onto the Corki. Really nice shot by the Jhin. And we managed to even get the Garen here. Huge. Now, we want to shove out this wave, so that it's not pushing, it's not stalling our wave really hard back here, right? We want to shove out this wave, and then we want to do Dragon. So we go down to the Dragon here. And Echo's looking to make a play on us, so we're just going to mess with him here. We land the stun. He ults back and almost one-taps our Talon. Talon ults. Echo E's over the wall. I flash after. Thank goodness Viego misses his stun. At this point, Viego's probably out, so I'm just going to leave. Wait, Talia actually hit him with the W, so I'm actually just going to chase after him here. Viego turns on him, but luckily I stayed. I think that my burst made the difference there. I think if they don't have my burst there, then he potentially gets the Talia. And then he resets onto the Seraphine as well. Like, that would have been really ugly if I didn't stay there. But good stuff. So now we got them. We can take the Dragon here for free. We help the Talon DPS it down, because Talon doesn't really have the... He would be on that Dragon forever, right, if we don't help DPS it there. And Garen's actually behind us. I really don't want to fight. I really don't have any mana, so I'm going to use the last little bit of mana that I have to use my stun as a little bit of CC to peel my team. And then I'm out of here, right? I do not want to fight. I don't even have enough mana to W, right? It's ugly. It's ugly. So I'm just going to walk way back here and recall. Because the super minions are pushing in, right? They are infesting our jungle, so I don't feel safe recalling anywhere that's not inside the base. I feel like there's a decent chance I'll get stopped. So now we run bot lane here to shove out the wave, and it looks like Talon's getting jumped by Corki. Oh, does he make it out? I mean, he's Talon in the jungle. He has a real chance of making it out there. Talia TP's top. And I guess the Echo backs off. Good stuff. Actually, he does not. He's going for it. But it looks like they have that under control, actually. Huge. Okay. So Talon doesn't get caught there. That's really huge. Well, we just keep pushing super minions down here, right? I want to get us a bit of a buffer time, right? To be able to not have to deal with super minions, right? So I want to push this wave out kind of far. And it's important that we use our W's and our E's to shove the wave as much as possible, because they're the things that are going to be doing the most damage to the super minions, right? Since super minions take increased damage from magic damage. Now, they did take Baron there, which is really unfortunate, but it's kind of really hard for us to stop them in that scenario, right? We have super minions bot side, we have chunked out teammates top side. It's just really hard, so we kind of had to give that. And here's a tower that I can just take really quickly, right? It is an objective bounty, so I will just grab it real quick. There we go, and I'm just going to recall here. I would really prefer to stay too far for my Sterax, but I feel like if I do that, we are going to freaking lose the game. Oh no. sell the pink, get the pickaxe, get as many stats, go, go, go. And we just lost our Talia. That is not ideal. We did manage to get their Nautilus. Oh, and we lost the Seraphine as well. So not great at all. The Talon's coming in from the flank, so maybe we can get something done. They are kind of chunked out. Talon engages the Echo here. I'm actually gonna come in here, use my E, land the double stun, double ult, and we managed to get 3 of them, the Echo included there, right? Really good stuff. And we can start beating on the Corki here. Ah, really good stuff. Okay, we managed to ace them there. Really nice. Now I have enough for my Sterak's. It's going to help a lot with making me tankier into their comp. There we go, we get our Sterak's. And now I'm gonna go Death Stance. With Sterak's, Sundered Sky, and Death Stance, I'm just going to be so tanky into their comp, I feel. And I think that's the answer, right? I think I just need to be super tanky, and I'm going to be a menace in these fights. So I'm just gonna run top lane here, shove this up. And now we have triple inhibs down, right? Double super minions on every lane. So I really want to try to just, you know, kind of alleviate a bit of that pressure, right? Just clear these freaking super minions. So that they're not choking us out on all lanes at least, right? It does look like the one inhibitor respawned, yeah, so this is the last batch of double super minions here. There's a pink in that bush, but I don't think I actually have time to clear that. I think I actually just need to spend the time that I have pushing these super minions. And then we'll have a decent amount of time. After I've cleared these super minions, we'll have a decent amount of time before we need to manage this side lane again, right? Because this side lane is going to be so pushed up. And now maybe we can go for that pink there. Talon's messing with the Garen on the blue buff. Fair enough. And he did manage to get it, so, you know, now we have a blue buff too, which is great, right? Jax just really likes both red buff and blue buff. Maybe we can mess with the Garen here a bit, but nah, he's too tanky. He's like a tank Garen build, right? On top of his innate tankiness from his W, he's gonna be extremely hard to kill. I'm gonna come in here, just clear some freaking wards, clear some vision. And Echo's messing with that Talia there, he's just killing the inhibitor. Their team is pretty split up. Maybe we can force a fight here. Wait, did Corki just use his W to go in? That's illegal! Okay, he flashes out, fine. Finish off the Corki here, focus the Garen. Just play front to back here. Echo jumps in, jump over the Echo, stun him, and we manage to CC lock him so he can't ult. Try to get the Viego. Okay, Viego's down, we'll just chase after the Nautilus here. And there we go. Really good stuff. They didn't get a clean enough engage, so we just got to kind of front to back that. Really good, really good. Dragon is spawning soon. And Talia's got the inhibitor minions, the super minions that cover top side, so I'm just gonna come over here and beat on the dragon. Jin's pushing mid lane with Seraphine. Fair enough. Good stuff, good stuff. And we're just getting stuff all across the map, right? We're clearing minions as needed. We're getting the dragon as needed. We're getting mid tower. Really good, really good. Now I'm gonna come over here. Maybe I want to clear some super minions here. Yeah, Talia has the super minions covered. I'm just going to recall. I was considering taking Grump here as well, but Talon's already here to take Grump, right? I don't want to take jungler's farm if he's right here to take it, right? So it's fine, whatever. So we'll just sell the D-Blade at this point and get 2 components here. Now, there's nobody to cover mid-wave, right? So I'm just going to come over here and collect this. There's nobody to farm mid-wave, so I'm just going to come here and farm it up. They are in our jungle again, so we do need to be respectful of that. We need to try to not get caught. And the super minions are kind of pushing in on this top side, so I'm just going to... Actually, Talon wants to go for a play, so maybe... I wanted to go clear the super minions, but if Talon's looking for a play... No play is happening, then we're clearing the super minions here. That's a double super minion wave, that needs to get dealt with. Oh, Corki's pushing our inhibitor there. We can look for a fight here then, maybe. Jin engages with the ultimate. And we managed to get the Corki, huge. Nautilus gets kind of stuck by the Talia wall. Take out the Nautilus. Echo has no ult. So maybe we can look for something here. Okay, we get him. Meanwhile, Garen is pushing on our Nexus towers here with super minions, so I'm gonna TP back to try to defend. And he does manage to proc his demolition, and the super minions finish it off. Sad. I couldn't really stop him from doing that, but I do manage to save the other Nexus tower here. I just need to clear out these super minions now. And then there's another super minion up top side that we need to handle here. Okay, Jin can handle the bot side super minions here. I'm gonna shove out one more wave up here so that the inhibitor isn't in immediate danger. And there we go. Actually, at this point, I have enough for my death stance, so I'm actually going to recall and just grab that.
Ally has been slain.
Get that power spike, and with it, I should be just really tanky, right? I should just be really, really tanky. And here I'm thinking a ruby crystal, I guess. Actually, no. A control ward and an elixir of iron. A control ward is going to be worth so much more than a 150 health will be, right? The vision control and the extra ward hop ability is going to be worth so much more than the stats, and I'm very likely going to get value out of the elixir of iron, right? There's probably going to be some sort of fight within the next 3 minutes where I will get value out of the elixir of iron. So, they're making a play for Baron. We lose our Talon. He does manage to get the Echo, but we can't contest that Baron, right, Sad? So I'm going to drop a ward in there for some extra vision. I'm capped out on wards, right? So, and there's a good chance they will invade our topside jungle right here. So I'm just hovering here, checking for Krugs. But nah, they're infesting our topside jungle right now, so I need to get out of here. I'll regroup with my team here. Maybe we can look for a play of some sort or another if they miss position. Maybe, right? Echo is respawning at about the same time Talon is, but Talon will respawn in our base, whereas Echo will have to cross the map to get to the fight, right? So we will have an opening where we will be able to potentially have a 5v4. Now, Nautilus shoots a hook there while I try to clear that blue orb there. And they're just pushing in on us here. We need to clear these minions, especially those cannon minions in the back there, because they're going to be chunking this inhibitor out. And we do manage to get them. Good stuff. And they're pushing in mid lane here. Maybe we can look for a play here. And Surfing lands a beautiful 3-man ultimate here, which we can just follow up on. Get the Corki, we get the Viego and the Nautilus here. Really good stuff. Now I'm gonna run bot lane here because freaking super minions are just pushing on us 24/7, right? We need to keep those lanes cleared. Otherwise we can't push properly, and it gives them the opportunity to do stuff like backdooring. We do not want these super minions in our base. And we'll keep pushing this lane out because Dragon's spawning soon, and we want, ideally, both bot lane and mid lane, the 2 lanes closest to Dragon, to be shoved out. Because that will give us vision on bot and mid lane, right? And it will also allow us to push with those minions if we win the ensuing fight, and deny them the ability to push if we lose the ensuing fight, right? So it's just overall good to have these waves pushed out here. If you can get the lane prio. We're gonna shove another wave here. And at this point, that's good enough. Now we can go look for a potential fight, right? We can go pressure with our team. And Seraphine lands a root onto the Echo. Maybe Talon can one-shot him. Echo gets the ult off, that's fine. And Talon gets CC'd here, actually. He flashes, manages to get over the wall there. And we can just start beating on them here. And Echo's just right there, but I can't get to them because they're just throwing all their CC on me. And they're just beating on me. But I'm just so unkillable. And we just get the Corki there. We beat on the Nautilus here. Huge! Good stuff. And now we just go over to the mid lane here. And we can bare minimum take an inhibitor here. Maybe we can look to end. We'll see. But we just push the minion wave here. Push the mid tower here. Oh, Jin just one-taps it there. Good stuff, good stuff. Push another tower here. Go. Get the inhibitor. At this point, I'm not really feeling it, so I'm just pinging them off. We can just do Dragon. Except Echo engages here, and then Garen follows up. Well, along with Viego, what is this engage? It's so weird, but okay, fair enough. We just get a free pick there. And we get the Echo here as well. Yeah, we get the Echo here as well. And, yeah, that's it then. Thank you, enemy team, for that engage. Good stuff. Corki and Nautilus are respawning, but there's no way. We just beat on the Nexus here. And, yeah, that's that. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope to see you in the next one.
Victory.